Welcome to Art Loves Fashion. I'm your host, Irving. I'm an image consultant, professional developer, art curator and collector, a wife and a mom. This show, Art Loves Fashion, is about, you guessed it, art, love, and fashion. We'll be meeting new people, trying interesting things, and hopefully learning something new. Sounds kind of vague, right? That's because I want you to join me on Sundays at 5 o'clock as we take a journey of all things creative and beautiful with art, loves, fashion. Welcome to Art Loves Fashion. I'm your host, Irving. I'm an image consultant, professional developer, art curator and collector, a wife and a mom. This show, Art Loves Fashion, is about, you guessed it, art, love, and fashion. We'll be meeting new people, trying interesting things, and hopefully learning something new. Sounds kind of vague, right? That's because I want you to join me on Sundays at 5 o'clock as we take a journey of all things creative and beautiful with art, loves, fashion. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Art Loves Fashion. It is your girl, Irving. I am a wife, a mom, an educator, an image consultant, and a lover and collector of art. Welcome to a conversation about all things beautiful. And it's good to be back. It's been a minute since we've done a new show. So, hey, Phoeba. So today's show is going to be all about the questions and the topics that people hit me up about that they want to ask, but they don't necessarily want to ask them in front of people either because they're like embarrassed or they think that like their question is unique. And, my English teacher used to tell us like the only dumb question is the one that you don't ask. So I love when people hit me up with questions. And today I'm just going to answer just a couple and show you a couple of things that correspond to some of your questions. Okay. So the first question actually leads me into a demonstration for today. So many of you guys know that I am an Arbonne consultant, so that means that I have a skincare, a wellness, nutrition business in addition to me being an image consultant. And so one of the questions that I get from potential clients, from my friends, from family, is around a skincare routine, right? And so many people don't really have an actual skincare routine. And when I ask them, so like, what is your skincare routine right now? People are like, nothing, I just wash my face. And then I say, well, what do you wash your face with? And the answers vary from like Dove soap to like something that they've been using for a lot of years. And it is kind of a routine, but they never thought about it as a routine. And then when I ask them a little bit more, like, so what are the things, particularly for a lot of people that I talk to, they're starting to get into new stages and maturing. And so what are you doing to take care of your skin now that you're experiencing signs of aging and maturing skin? And a lot of times that's where we run into like, I really just don't know. So I'm here to show you guys what a basic skincare routine looks like. And I'm also going to show you a couple of helpful things that you should have in your toolkit to help to combat signs of aging. Okay? All right, and I'm going to actually like show you, and it's going to be messy and it is not going to be cute. So But y'all know I'm kind of like, I let it hang out there. So hence, no makeup, no makeup day. No brows, no lashes today. So let's get into it. So a basic skincare routine, and this is facing you guys, so I had to turn it around and see what I have up here. So a basic skin routine usually has 3 phases. It is your cleansing phase. Well, I'm going to say most people have 2 phases. They have cleansing and moisturizing. But a good skincare routine should have at least 3 phases: a cleansing phase, a treatment phase, and a moisturizing phase. And then you have other steps that you should be doing outside of those basic daily routines. And those things should be your exfoliation and then like your mask and things like that. So we'll start with your steps to your basic cleansing routine. Now, I'm showing you Arbonne because that's what I rap. It's a great product. It's vegan friendly. It is a really, really luxurious product. And the reason why I like it is because it is it's a grown-up product. This is not what you get when you go to the grocery store. My mother was an Oil of Olay girl for years, and I was an Oil of Olay girl just because that's what she had. But now I have developed my own what I like, and what I like about Arbonne is that it is really a quality and luxurious product that gets the job done, and it feels good while I'm using it. So even when I'm rushing, I feel like I've done something great for me, and that 5-minute morning skincare routine is worth it. Like the creams feel luxurious, the moisturizers feel really emollient, etc., etc. So I'm going to show you the skincare routine using Arbonne. If you have another product line that you've been thinking about, just make sure you're thinking about these steps. So step 1 is cleanser. So that's my cleanser. I use Age Well. Let me move it in the right direction. So I use Age Well again because I am definitely trying to target signs of maturing skin. The second step is toner. I didn't used to use toner, but toner, not only does it set you with a good pH, but it also helps to prep the skin for the treatment phase. So when you put that on, your skin is there's still some moisture going on, and then it absorbs the next level of product. So I make sure I use my toner. And then for me, like I said, I do a treatment phase. So I may do, and I didn't bring it here, but I have, today I bought, this is called this one is Counter Intelligent Spot Corrector. I love to be in the sun. The dermatologist, the esthetician told me I need to stop. Hey, we all have our vices. So I use it's like helps with sunspots and just sort of hyperpigmentation issues and things like that. That's my treatment. Sometimes so you can use lots of different kinds of serums at this phase. So you can do a brightening serum. You can do something that targets what your skincare issues are. If you've got acne, if you've got lines, if you've got dull skin. So that's where you use some sort of serum that targets your specific concerns about your skin. So that's your treatment phase, and then your moisturizing phase. And eye cream can be considered either a treatment, but I consider it my moisturizing phase because even if I'm rushing and skip my treatment phase, I do my eye cream religiously along with my moisturizer. We all know what eye cream is for. Those pesky crow's feet. If you have like the circles, whether they're dark circles, whether there's puffiness, your eye cream takes care of that, and then your moisturizer. So I'm going to demonstrate and show you guys these steps, what it looks like, and then I'm going to show you a couple of add-on pieces that you can use to really double the impact of your skincare routine. Okay? All right, so here we go. And I should have put my phone on do not disturb. All right, first phase, and I'm laughing because this is where it gets a little ugly. So the first phase, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and dampen my skin. Since we don't have a sink here in the studio, I'm going to like just dampen my skin a little bit with some water to prep it for the moisturizing, the cleanser. So the thing about Age Well, like I was saying earlier, it's super emollient and creamy and thick. So I'm wetting my face. This is not easy to do when people are looking at you. All right, cleanser. Now, I want y'all to see this. Afiba, if you can try to zoom in. Because I want people to see just how... Oh, we might have to cut this part out. Oh, here we go. All right. I want y'all to see just how thick this cleanser is. It's like I'm holding my finger. It's not running. It's not going anywhere. It's a really thick, creamy formulation. So... when you're washing your face, you're cleansing your face, that right there, make sure you're getting that. Make sure you're getting in here, right? I need to wet this a little bit because I'm not in front of my sink. So I would be standing over my sink and, you know, water splashing everywhere, but we have to be neat. So make sure you're getting your forehead. Make sure you're getting bridge of your nose. All those areas. And guess what? Make sure you get your neck out. You know, even though when you're in the shower, you hopefully, I trust that you wash your neck. But I use my face moisturizer on my neck. My face products on my neck and on my chest and shoulder area because those are like delicate parts of your skin. And so you want to treat them just as nicely and kindly as you do your face because nothing beats having like this smooth skin on your face and then your chest and your neck is a hot mess. You don't want that. So that's my skin. That's the cleansing phase. Now, if I was at my sink, I would be splashing all of this off, making sure that I get all of the cleanser off. But again, and if you were getting a facial, they would use a wet cloth to get everything off. So you're not doing anything wrong by using a white towel. If you can, it's good to use white towels and white washcloths for your face just because you're avoiding getting a lot of dyes and things from the cloth on your skin, particularly if you have sensitive skin. It's just one small detail that can really make a difference if you have sensitive skin. All right, so I'm getting all of the cleanser off. Wipe your eyes. And whenever you're around the eye area, be gentle. Again, because you're trying to avoid crow's feet. You're trying to avoid pulling on that skin. And the skin around your eyes is very, very, very delicate. Which is why we use eye cream specifically versus, you know, regular moisturizer. Because the moisturizer for your face may be actually a little too heavy for the skin around your eyes. So there we go. All right, so we got all the moisturizer off. All right, that's part of step one, that cleanser. Put that back. All right, next step is toner. Age Well. Thing I like about this one is that it actually has like when you spray it, it comes out like shh. So it gives you a nice mist all over. Time for me to re-up on this. And then lightly spread it, tap it in. All right, spreading, tapping in. Neck, don't forget your neck, all that. Again, being really gentle around your eye area. And, you know, this is when people do all the tapping. If you were getting a facial, they do all that tapping or the face massage, so you can kind of, that's how you get the exercise for your facial muscles. You have like, I want to say like 80 something muscles just involved in your smile. That might be a really incorrect number, but it's something that you wouldn't necessarily think. And you got to keep it, you know, you got to keep it exercising. You got to keep fighting gravity, right? So that's your toner phase. Next phase, we got cleanser, we've got toner. Next phase is the treatment phase, and I actually want to use what do I want to use? This. Yes. Guys, I'm looking at this in reverse, and this is crazy. So this is actually a, no, I said I wanted to do my, my counter spot intelligence. So this again, helps me with like just, I have naturally a lot of moles and a lot of freckles, but also as I'm getting older, the skin right here is starting to get uneven. And so I use this to kind of help to naturally even out that tone. So I just put this on forehead because, you know, too, just from being outside, you know, which is why they're always saying make sure you're wearing sunblock, but the sun is hitting you here and the sun is hitting you here on a daily basis. And so as you get older, you may start to see discoloration along this part of your skin and in your forehead. So this treatment, the treatment that I'm using right now, helps with that particular concern. But like I said, I also have my a brightening serum that I use to just keep the skin exfoliated, keep the skin turned over. Because as you get older, one of the things that's also a frequently asked question is, what should I be doing different with my skin? As you age, your skin cells don't turn over naturally as fast as they did when you were young. So when you're young, your skin cells are constantly turning over, which is why they're always soft. It's just naturally the elasticity, the bounce back of your skin is so much stronger when you're young. But as you get older, you're losing the bounce back, which is called elasticity. You're losing the elasticity. You're losing the natural softness and suppleness of your skin. So you have to help it by exfoliating. You have to help it by using retinols or retinoids. You have to help it by increasing your alpha hydroxy acids and things like that. And if you are, so with Arbonne, we don't do collagen because collagen is often a meat-based, animal-based product, and our skincare products are not animal-based. So we do alpha hydroxy, a hyaluronic acid product that is plant-based, and the hyaluronic acid actually is a mix-in. You drink it, and so it encourages your natural collagen to produce itself versus putting collagen on. We encourage the collagen from within to reproduce itself. So anyway, cleanse, tone, treat, and then the last step, moisturize. Now, I'm going to moisturize, and typically I would do my eye cream, but I'm going to do something a little bit different just for right now. If it was morning, I would do my moisturizer, my eye cream, and I'm out the door. But I'm going to show you guys something that's like one of my favorite things. You see, it's one of Arbonne's most popular products, and you see like celebrities doing this too. If you ever see behind the scenes, like when celebrities are prepping to come on a show and they're getting like makeup or they're getting their hair done and they're waiting for makeup, you always see them with eye masks on. And the eye masks give you an extra boost of moisture. They decrease the puffiness. It's like they do double duty. They decrease the puffiness, but then they also decrease the appearance of fine lines. So I'm going to put this on. And we're going to do a little FAQ, frequently asked questions, while these are sitting on my eyes. Just because I feel like looking crazy in front of y'all, but also so you can see sort of what it's going to look like when I take it off. So these are called, these are our prep work gel eye masks. So I'm going to put these on. We're going to do our frequently asked questions, and then we'll proceed to what you need to do and have in your makeup bag for a quick 5-minute face. Okay? Be right back. Hey guys, this is Davila-Irving, image consultant and host of Art Loves Fashion. If you missed today's episode, don't worry, don't stress. You can go to my YouTube channel and see today's episode, as well as some of my other past episodes. You'll be able to see some of my super fantastic guests, as well as fun content. If you enjoyed the show, please make sure that you leave me something in the comments. Don't forget, our airing schedule is every second and fourth Sunday from 5 to 6 o'clock. Tune in with me live on Facebook and on YouTube. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. All right. So as promised, we're coming back to the next part of today's show with me with my eye mask on, and they're kind of, you can see them because they're like shiny. And if you've ever seen like some of the like people when they're getting makeup, like TV personalities and things like that, sometimes they're white, but it's the same thing. It's designed to reduce the puffiness, the lines, reduce the appearance of wrinkles. So as I am going through some of your questions, we're going to leave these on so you can see the after effects when I take them off. So you may see me do this because one thing about this particular, the Arbonne ones, is that they are steeped and soaked in serum. So they're very, very moist and kind of slippery. So as they're on, I can sometimes feel them kind of moving a little bit. So you may see me do one of those numbers, but I'll try not to do it too often. And they're really delicate. They're very flexible. It's hard to show it because if I tilt it, the serum that's inside the jar will pour out, and I need to save that. So at any rate, so on to the question. So that technically, my demonstration of the facial, the skincare was technically one of the first questions that you guys have been asking, which is what are the steps to a good skincare regimen? And like I said, it's cleansing and toning, then your treatment phase, and then your moisturizing phase. Now, the other question that people ask is, what are some of the most important things that you should be doing when your skin starts to change? And one of the things that you should be doing is adding some sort of exfoliation to your routine. And there's two different kinds of exfoliation. You can do manual, which is when you buy something that has like a grittiness to it. It could be like a scrub, and sometimes people use like exfoliation pads that have a little bit of texture to it to literally like scrub off the dead skin cells. The other way that you can exfoliate your skin is by using a chemical exfoliant. And so one of the products that I use from Arbonne has a manual exfoliant, but it also has a chemical one. And by chemical, this is really a plant-based exfoliant, but it's chemical nonetheless, as opposed to manual. And these are Genius pads. Now, Genius pads, it comes, I don't know if you guys remember back in the day, they used to have these oxy pads that you would like wipe your skin with for acne. It's similar to that. It's a little round cotton pad, and it has a bit of texture to it. And then it comes with a jar of like a retinol type of a product, and you pour it in over the pad, and then you just take it and you wipe your skin with it all over, and it applies the product again, neck, chest, shoulders, and you leave that on and you let it soak in. And then you can follow up with a moisturizer. You do this at night. And the next morning when you wake up, you definitely feel a difference in your skin's texture. My skin is dry up here. You feel a difference in your skin's texture, and your products now are able to sink into your skin a lot easier, which is what you want to do. You don't want to be like using products and it's just laying on top of your skin. You're not getting the benefits. So that's why that's another reason why you want to exfoliate on a regular basis. The other treatment thing that you should have in your toolkit is a mask. Now, I have two different kinds here. This one is a detox face mask. This one is, of course, if you've been doing makeup, you've been, applying sunscreen and things like that, and like you just feel like you need to like suck the stuff out of your pores, and you want to just give your skin like a really squeaky, clean, deep clean feeling. It's almost like, vacuuming up instead of just sort of sweeping. You do your detox mask. You put this on. You can use your hands or a face brush. You let that sit on, and then you have to rinse, and you get this to get all of this off. The other one, which is, and I like doing this. I probably do this one maybe about once a month because I don't really wear makeup quite that often, so I don't do this one as much. But then this one, everybody loves a sheet mask. Sheet masks are so super duper convenient, and I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to do it because I'll just use it tonight. One thing about this Arbonne sheet mask, honey, is, and hopefully Afiba can zoom in, the sheet mask is when you see the people that have that like paper thing over their face and it's delivering the product into your skin. This sheet mask has so much serum on it. I don't know if you could get it. Let me see. Here's the camera. Open it up, kind of. Not as good, but I'll take a picture of it so that you guys can see it. But when you take this thing out, it is soaking in serum so much so that when you put it on, you got enough that you can you have the sheet mask on your face. You can put all of the serum. Look, I got a little bit for my fingers. Put it on your neck. Put it on your chest, and you have enough that you can even put it on your hands. So that's another area of like, aging that we may see is the skin on your hands changing. But sheet mask, you can do this like anytime. And the thing I like about this one is you take it out, pop it on your face, sit down, read a book, and then, you peel it off. And I just kind of like massage the serum in, let it dry, and then I just kind of soak up all that goodness. And these come in, you can buy them individually or you can buy them in a set. But again, this is just all about what are the extras that I should do. The question is like, I'm getting older, my skin is changing, it doesn't have the bounce, it doesn't have the glow. What should I be doing? So you should be moving from just a basic skincare routine to adding additional steps such as masks, serums, and exfoliation. So that's what I'm recommending. That's probably what your esthetician or your dermatologist is going to recommend. If you're not sure what products you want to use, you can always hit me up and I can introduce you to Arbonne's Age Well line as well as the treatment lines. And so that's that for some of the skincare questions. Now I want to turn the questions onto some of the questions that I get for fashion related issues. The first one actually was the most recent question that came in, and this one I thought was a fun one, and it took me a minute to think about. The question comes from Diane, who is in California, and she said, I'm meeting my co-parent's new partner for the first time. How should I dress? And that is an interesting question and she said, I don't want to look like I'm doing the most, but I also don't want to look like I'm doing the least. And so, that question really is about people's, like, your individual perception. My first response to the question is to take a minute and figure out how you want to be perceived. First and foremost, you want to show up in a way that makes you feel comfortable and confident. As you know, meeting your people for the first time that are connected to, co-parenting or a new step parent or whatever. But in this case, you're meeting your co-parent significant other. You want to be confident and you want to be comfortable. And so but you also want to convey a certain amount of, I'm going to say confidence, because there's a lot of things that we can attach to confidence. So what I would say is to stick to really, really quality basics. Stick to, I would say, don't try to go for trendy. Don't appear that you are trying to outdo someone. I would say, and you do want to highlight your assets. That doesn't mean come with a low cut top with your boobs hanging out. But if you have a nice figure, wear something that is figure flattering. Where I would probably wear some comfortable shoes, because you don't want to be like walking towards the table. If you get there after them, you don't want to be walking towards the table with, not fully in stride. So I would say like a boot that is really fly, very quality, but that you can walk comfortably in. I always say go for the best fabrics that you can particularly handle. So I'm say put on some cashmere and some denim, and put on a dope statement earring and keep the hair simple. Because you really want to go there with the air of friendliness, but no nonsense. And if she gives you a hug, which, it can go up. Some people are huggers, and it depends on how comfortable everybody is in the space. When she gives you a hug and she feels that cashmere, honey, you want to be like, yes, you see it. So that's what I would say. Go with a really nice luxe cashmere sweater, some jeans, and a really great boot, and really pretty makeup. Like, don't go overdone. Don't go, over the top. Like you don't want to appear like you're still competing for the attention of your co-parent. And the best way to do that is to go comfortable in your own skin, and looking like leveled up, like I got this. So hopefully, Diana, that answers your question. And hopefully that answers the question for others, because the flip side of that is I'm the new partner going to meet the co-parent. And in that case, I would even say the same thing, because really you're just there. You want to remember, if you are the new significant other, you want to remember that your role at that meeting is really to put the mom at ease. It is not about you. And you want to make her feel comfortable that her child is going to be safe with you around. And so you're not there to show her how fly you can dress. So that's for that question. Here's my next question. This question comes from Tammy in North Carolina. And she just moved to a new area, got a new job. But she says that typically, like before she got the new job in this new role, she was more of like a party girl in her personal life, and her wardrobe didn't matter so much in her previous role at work. And so now she's gotten this promotion. And how does she transition from party girl outfits to working with increased responsibility, increased visibility in the workplace? And she also said, like, to her, work clothing is boring. So my response is, first of all, you have to adjust your mindset into the idea that work clothes don't have to be boring depending on what you do to add your individual spin. Now, do not bring your party clothes into work at all. But what you may want to do is consider the color options that you are choosing and your accessories. So party girl, meaning fun, excitement, meaning lots of energy around you. That's typically what you want to bring with you to enhance your own personal statement to your clothing. So instead of just doing your navy suit or your khakis and your blazer, you may want to add in animal prints along with your suit. You may want to add pops of red or yellow or jewel tones so that you can still have fun with your navy suits and your business casual outfits. You bring the fun and the energy through your colors, through your prints, and through your accessories. Now, if it's an environment where you still have to wear understated accessories, that doesn't mean diamond studs and a watch. It just means that you may want to do mixed metals. You may want to do jewel tone studs, or you may want to do, and I first of all, let me just say, I don't subscribe to just doing stud earrings. I feel like that's a microaggression. If you want to wear big earrings, wear your big earrings. But, you know, keep your job. But go ahead and push the envelope a little bit on your accessories to bring the fun into your work outfits. That way, the suit, it is what it is. But your fun part and the things that you think are not boring in your wardrobe will come through with your pieces that you layer in. Okay? And then also shoes. You can also have fun with the shoes. Just because you've got on a navy suit, wear your leopard pump. Wear your, you know, something with a somewhat of a platform, or colored tights and things like that, or patterned tights. Those are the ways that you infuse a little bit of fun into your work wardrobe and still come across as credible and professional. All right? So that is for Tammy in North Carolina. All right, now, here's the next one. What is the sweet spot? Now, this is a big one, and a lot of people ask this, and a lot of times the clients that I work with are in this phase. What's the sweet spot of dressing in a way that is mature, but you don't look like a grandma, and a way that is like you're still not dressing like a kid? I get this question all the time, so I won't necessarily call one specific name, but I get this a lot. First and foremost, stop shopping in the junior section of the store. Stop buying items, or like if you go into your daughter's closet, be real careful about what it is you're putting on and how you're putting it together. Also, Instagram or social media can mess you up. Most of the time, the images that we're seeing on social media is more youth driven, and we not necessarily, or you're not necessarily going to duplicate exactly what you see on Instagram. So what I would say is you take one piece that you feel like is youthful and fun, and you build around that. I don't believe in age appropriate, because I think that's all in a person's perception and how they feel about themselves. However, quality signals maturity. Wearing things that are flattering to you signals maturity. And we don't necessarily have to overload ourselves with trends. Embrace one trend at a time and keep it in alignment with your own personal style. Layer in one fun piece with other things that are a little bit more classic. That way you don't look like you're trying to pile on every single fun piece that's in the closet. You're not trying to pile on every single trendy piece, and you're not wearing a bunch of cheap stuff, because in your life at a certain point you've been able to acquire some things that are a little bit more quality, that represent your life in a new phase, and so you want to let that shine through your wardrobe. And again, accessories are always a great way to signal youthfulness, playfulness, even trendiness, because you can buy a trendy statement earring that won't break the bank versus, a full feather bow, a full feather top, if that's not necessarily you. So the sweet spot is move out, get out of the junior section, and you don't necessarily have to be in the mother of the bride section either, but finding pieces that fit you properly and just layering in one trend at a time is the way that you want to go. Okay? I feel like we need a little teeny bit of transition music here, do we? Yeah. And I think I have 2 more questions. All right, on to our next question. Y'all know I like a little transition traveling music. All right, what are the most important things to hold on to when I purge my closet of the things I can't fit? So a lot of times clients come to me and they're talking about, a lot of times you may have more than one wardrobe. You've got the wardrobe for when you were at your fighting weight. You got the wardrobe for when you were at your heavier weight. And you're kind of fluctuating in between. But you want to do a closet edit. What are the most important things to hold on to so that you're not left destitute if you ever have to change your sizes? So what I will say, I'm going to give you 3 things to hold on to. 1, I'm going to say hold on to high quality knits, because high quality knits are figure flattering and forgiving at various sizes. I'm going to say hold on to your button-ups, especially the ones that are a little bit larger, because as you lose weight, you can do different things with the top. Even if you want to wear it open, if you want to crisscross it as a wrap top, if you want to put a belt around it, the larger button-up tops can be versatile enough so that if you're losing weight, you can kind of remix them to do different things. And then the third thing I would say is hold on to your denim. Not all of it though, because if you hold on to all your denim, that's going to be a crutch for you. Go through your denim and find 1 to 2. If you have premium denim, hold on to 1 or 2 pair that are modern, that are timeless, not your distressed denim, not your denim that you bought that was like your trendy pieces with all the stretch that they're almost close to being like jeggings. Find your like really high quality denim pieces or jeans and just hold on to 1 to 2 pairs. So then that way, if you do kind of get to the stage where you got to transition to a different weight class, denim can be worn multiple times and recycled lots of different times, and they're expensive, so you don't want to have to keep reinvesting in denim over and over and over again. But don't keep a full closet of denim that's too big. Let that go, because we want to close the door on fluctuating back and forth if that is possible. So hold on to just maybe 2 pairs of your premium denim that are modern, that are sort of free from lots of embellishments and lots of trendy finishings, and just keep those for your emergencies, okay? So 3 things: your knits, your 1 or 2 button-ups, 1 or 2 premium denims that are simplistic and free of finishings, all right? And then you just keep those to the side in case of emergency. 1 more round of transition music and 1 more question. All right, last question. So the final question is, do I really need to get rid of clothes that I haven't worn? So a lot of times when people talk about doing a closet edit or doing a purge, they say if you haven't worn it within the last X amount of years, get rid of it. getting rid of clothing can be an emotional experience for a lot of people, for various reasons. Clothing can hold our memories. Clothing can hold on to like our self-image, and lots of different things come up when we start to do a closet purge. So what I would say to you is not necessarily about the amount of time that you've held on to it. When you look at a piece of clothing, I want you to think about a couple of things. One, does it fit me? Is it in good condition? Does it serve me now? Sometimes you may have a piece that is a specialty piece that you don't really get to wear that often. And so you will hold on to it regardless of when the last time it was that you wore it. And then there's some pieces that you've held on to it, but when you look at it again with a new lens, you may be in a new phase of life and you look at this with this new lens, you realize, I really loved this then, but it doesn't serve me today. It really doesn't represent who I am today. And in that case, when you get honest about yourself, you can let it go. Look and see if you took a picture of yourself with the outfit on. And if you do have a picture of yourself with it on, let the garment go, because you can go back and reclaim those memories through your photos. But again, inspect the garment, see if it's in good condition. Does it fit? Is it good quality? And then does it serve you where you are in your life today? And that will be your measure of when to get rid of a piece. Now, if it's something that you've been holding on to and you keep saying, I hope like one day I'm going to find a reason to wear this. That's a tricky spot, especially if you spent a lot of money on something like, one day I'm going to find a way to wear this. Give yourself another 3 months. And if you don't find a time to wear it, consider either contacting a professional to help you figure out how to put that piece in motion, in rotation in your closet, or give it to someone else who will love it and rock it. Okay? And that's all the questions that I have. The frequently asked questions that I have about fashion. Keep them coming. Hit me up on my Instagram or hit me up on Facebook with your questions, and I will either answer them in a live on social media or I'll answer them here on the show. So with that, we're going to transition into the final super quick segment, and I'm going to take these off so y'all can see. Matter of fact, I'm going to peel one off now. Fever, can we get a close up? Uh-oh. Zoom. This takes a lot of guts to have the camera zoomed in. Oh. All right. Y'all see that? I still got a little bit of, because I probably need to do it another time, but this lighting is bad. But y'all see that? That's smooth right there. I should have zoomed in to get a before. Got a little bit of puffiness right here. But this, which is usually where I'm looking at, nice and smooth. This lighting's terrible. And if you look, I have it laying down here. And I really tried to make sure that I covered or had the pad to lay on this part. So let's see. And also, guys, when you put it on, it's nice and cool. Yeah, see, it was kind of down here. I can feel with the moisture, but you can see the skin shiny, a little more puffy, a little bit, not puffy, but a little bit more energized and not as dehydrated is the word that I want. It's a little more hydrated here. It's the corner. Yeah. I'm going to take a picture of this, guys, so you can see, because I feel like this lighting. This is not facial lighting. This is studio ambiance lighting, so it's hard to really see. But I see more of the effects here on this side than this side. I think that's lighting. All right. Final segment. What do I need to have in my makeup bag now what do I need to get rid of? What do I need to have now, especially for those of us who are having a little bit more mature experiences. And you know what? While we're on the break, I need to do my eye cream and my moisture, and I'll be right back. All right. So, final segment of our frequently asked questions day on Art Loves Fashion, which has all the questions have been mostly centered around fashion, skincare, and makeup. I want to really quickly answer the final question, which is, what are the most important things that I should have in my makeup bag to just sort of be on the go? I don't want to have the level of things in my bag as if I'm a makeup artist, but I want to make sure that I have enough to transform my own face from whether it's getting ready during the day or getting ready for the evening. So really quickly, I'm going to go with tools and then I'm going to show you from there. So some of the things that you want to make sure you have in your makeup bag are, of course, you need brushes. So a nice big fluffy brush is going to serve you really well because it will spread blush, translucent powder. You can even use it sort of when you're a little bit oily and you need to dust off some of the oil. So you need a big fluffy brush, and the fluffy brush is going to give you forehead, nose, chin, cheekbones, but if you're doing all over translucent powder, it's big enough to do that as well. So a big fluffy brush. This is Arbonne's. It comes in, I'll show you Arbonne's brush kit, but this is an Arbonne one. I also have, and I've had this for a while and I still really, really love it. This is a MAC, I forgot what it's called and it's rubbed off, but they have a bigger version of this as well, and I use this one too. Same deal, cheeks, bridge of the nose, chin, and forehead. So you need your brushes, like an all-over brush like this. You need your foundation brushes, and the thing I like about this particular brush is that it tapers nice and to a nice point at the top. So if I am in a pinch and I don't have everything that I need, I can use this for concealer, I can use it for foundation, and in a pinch, I can use it for my brow highlighter. So a nice foundation brush that tapers and is really flexible. You also need that. And then you definitely need an angle brush. And again, like I was talking about the foundation brush, because the foundation brush, I've been in a pinch and I've been able to use that for my brows. But the angle brush really is your workhorse when it comes to your brows. With your angle brush, you can use this with a really dark shadow to fill in your brows. You can use it to blend in your eyebrow highlight. Again, you can also use it to line your lips and fill in your lips. So an angle brush really is a really versatile brush that will serve you in your makeup kit. So then there's these are your brushes, then two tools that you need in your makeup bag. And one is a set of tweezers. You gotta have tweezers with you all the time. They don't have to be the really expensive brand, but what you want to do is look and make sure that the ends of the tweezers meet up nicely. So when you're plucking fine hairs, and you know, I won't have to go into like what hairs you need to pluck, but you need to have tweezers. It's been a lot of times you're out and you realize you need to pluck a hair. If you got your tweezers, you're safe. And you can also use your tweezers if you need to put on lashes. So tweezers. And then this is your eyelash curler. And I know some people, it looks really medieval and like, what the heck? I used to use it when I was younger just because I used to like be extra. But now that I'm getting older, and this is another tip around aging, your lashes start to get a little lighter. And if your lashes don't naturally curl, you want to have an eyelash curler, because when you curl your natural lashes, it makes them, you can tell that they're longer than what they appear when they're straight. So you want to curl your lashes before you do your mascara. If you wear strip lashes, you want to curl your lashes because your lashes will blend in with the strip. What you don't want to do is have on a strip lash and then your lashes sticking out from underneath. So if you got a curled lash and then your lash is sticking out, it doesn't blend. So an eyelash curler will bring the two together, and so it looks a lot more seamless. So this is another tool you want to have in your toolkit. You may not use it every day, but you want to have this. Okay, so brush it. So big fluffy brush, foundation brush, angle brush, tweezers, eyelash curler. So those are your tools. Now, foundation, obviously. So I am an Arbonne consultant, and within Arbonne products, we do have foundations and concealers, but we know that for skin that is melanated, that gets problematic. So I got Fenty Beauty. This is her Tinted Moisturizer one. I really like this because it gives you enough coverage that you can actually build this up to a level of like having on real foundation. It's great in a pinch. So you have to have I would even say a tinted moisturizer. If you're not a makeup girl, but you are getting older and you need a little something to even you out, a tinted moisturizer is a good direction to go in. You need a concealer. Got to have a concealer. You want to have a concealer that's a little bit lighter than your regular skin tone. Sometimes the people at the makeup counter will sell you a concealer that's the same as your foundation, but you want to brighten up the eye area. So you want to go a slightly lighter shade to give you just a brighter look around here, underneath your eye, underneath the brow, to give it a little bit of pop. And I'm speaking to people who are not necessarily full beat girls. These are for what do you have in your makeup bag that's going to just give you a little bit of oomph as you start to as you're aging, as you like are doing a 5-minute face. What are the components that will help you give yourself a little bit of punch and a little bit of boost in your makeup routine? So your tinted moisturizer, a concealer. One of the things that I really, really love, and that's an all-in-one stick. There are a couple of different brands that sell all-in-one stick. Arbonne has this one. This is an all-in-one bronzer. On one end, it's dark, like bronzy color. Oh, let me lower it. And then on the other end, it's lighter. It's like a highlight. Again, you know, this only comes in one set of shades, so this particular brand may not be the right brand for you, but the concept is the same. Nars has a really great one that I have had as my go-to for years. It's an all-in-one stick. This is also another all-in-one stick by Arbonne. This is not a bronzer. This one actually has color, so this will give you more of a blush effect, and this one can be used for cheeks, for lips, and if you want to do a little color on the lid. And this one is very, very highly pigmented, so you only need just a little dab will do you. But an all-in-one stick will take you, you're out, you're like, oh my gosh, I have to go into this event, or we're going somewhere I didn't know I was going to see these people. This is something that will sort of be a great pinch hitter in your makeup bag. Obviously, then the other thing that as you're getting older, your brows tend to change a little too. So they might get lighter. You might start getting gray hair in your brows. They may start to get sparse. So great tools for your eyebrows is also something you want to have in your makeup kit. Along with your tweezers, if you got to pluck a couple of errant hairs, you want to have a nice brow pencil. Brow pencil is a tricky, slippery slope for some of my sisters. We get to making one hard line. That is what you do not want to do. You want to do short strokes, keep it light, and stay within your natural brow shape. This is Huda Beauty. I hope I'm saying her name right. Huda Beauty. But I love, 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 love this brow pencil because it is so skinny that you can really actually create hair strokes. You want to brush upward to create hair-like strokes. So it's not one monolithic line on your forehead. And on the other end, there is a brush so you can brush your hairs into place. Blend the brow pencil in. So you need some sort of brow pencil. The other one that I like, this is by NYX. This one is a lighter shade than my natural brow because being that my hair is red, I like for my brows to be a little bit softer. The other thing is, ladies, we don't want to use a black eyebrow pencil. We want to use browns in different shades depending on your complexion and your natural hair. But the NYX one, this comes with, it's got a pencil. It's got like a thicker, smudgy, like crayon thing in here. And it's got a wand so that you can go over. So I fill in my brows with a dark brown, and then I go over it with the lighter brown to give my brows a little bit more dimension and lighten them and soften them up a little bit. So as you look in your makeup bag, ladies, make sure that you are cleaning out any of your old makeup and you are supplying yourself with the tools that you need to help yourself transition as your skin, your hair, your makeup routine starts to grow and change with you as you grow and change. And so if you have any more questions about what are some of the tools and items that you need to have in your makeup kit, you can always hit me up on social media. You can always email me and DM me a question, and we can talk about what questions you might have. And your questions might land on my next frequently asked questions segment or in my lives on social media. So with that, have an amazing afternoon, and you guys, I'll see you next time.